Hey guys, SuperCoach God here, and today we're going to do another little team update. We did one 2 days ago. I don't know how insane and how quick that is, but we've made a lot of changes, and I've got to get through them because I need to explain them, explain why I've done these changes, and what are the changes firstly. But yeah, if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to hit 1.5K by round one. So hopefully that can happen. And yeah, if you want more daily content, make sure you like the video because it shows me that you actually want to see that daily content. So anyway, hope you enjoy the video. Now, firstly, in our last video, we had two defender premiums, and then we had Mills at D3. Now we've added Sicily to the mix. Now, Sicily, I've been very off him. In fact, I've been very against him. I've been against the pick, and I want to explain why I've got him in now. So my theory is, if he's playing third tall, if we have a look at him, here, if he's playing third tall, which he's been playing pretty much as the key defender or second key defender last year, and he averaged what? 99. If he's playing third tall for at least 70% of the game, and even if he drifts forward at parts of the game when they need to come back and they need to take a risk, that's fine. I still think there's a potential for a 115 average here because Sicily at third tall could be the most overpowered thing of all time in SuperCoach if it pays off, and especially at 530k, there is so much value in the pick, so much value. But yeah, so that's pretty much why I'm picking Sicily. And I don't know, this backline's kind of changed a lot. We had Mills and Coleman, so we had these four here, but now we've got Sin. Now Sin's pretty much got that half backline all to himself, and if he plays, he has to be scoring. He has to make, like, surely he's making Colby and Bukercher money. And it may not be as straightforward as that, but if he gets that role of that rebounding halfbacker, runner, main distributor out of that back line, it could be a massive pick and a massive pod, because I think he's 3% owned at the moment. So I'm have him in there for now, and I'll show you another version I've got with him out of the team, but if it doesn't pay off. But yeah, that's how it's looking for now, the back line. And then we've got Travalia and Allen there. So I think I had, who did I have? I had Caleb Smith and Al Hawley. So Al Hawley's still in the team, in the midfield, but I don't know, this could be Al Hawley or Allen. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. But Caleb Smith has gone only because I've had to open up a spot for a Sin and a Sicily. So yeah. Anyway, going to the midfield, we had Bont in our last video. Bont is gone. I'll explain that in a bit. But Zach Butters and Sarong stay in the team. I think they're absolute. For me, they're must-haves. I don't see them as absolute must-haves in the general picture. I just really want to and have to pick them. I really like how both of them play, and they're both young and there's still upside in the picks. So why not? The other one's Brayshaw, of course. We've spoken about Brayshaw. He's another option, but I don't really like picking Sarong and Brayshaw. It's just a bit, I don't know, it feels a bit, got to pick one. I think most teams have picked at least one of them. Now, Ed Richards. So our midfield looked like Bont, Butters, Sarong, LDU, Oliver, and then Peatling. So We've still got Peatling here in the flex, and I'll speak about that soon. But Ed Richards, so it is official that Ed Richards will be getting a lot more mid-time because Treloar has gone down for at least 2 months with I think it was a calf, could be a hamstring, could be wrong, but I think it's calf injury. So Ed Richards has come straight into my side, and as much as I want to own Bonds, I don't think it's going to be difficult to own both considering that round 12 bye. So I've knocked off Bonds and Ed Richards comes in. Now, the plan with Ed Richards is if it gets, we probably can't have this many premiums. What do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5. We have 5 premiums at the moment with that round 12 bye. That could be all right. If I feel like it's not all right, I'll be getting. Hopefully, Ed Richards makes 100K. There's maybe a little bit of a fall in premium, even if he makes 70K. That maybe there's a bit of a fall in premium I can pick up and just straight swap them, and you've made 140K just like that. So yeah, that's the idea. But hopefully he is an absolute keeper and we can just hold him the whole season, because that would be absolutely amazing, and hopefully have good cover for that round 12 bye. Now, next we've got Will Day. So Will Day wasn't in our team, but we've been talking about him a lot, and he's taken LDU's spot. And the main reason is I just wanted that extra 100K. And I think Will Day can have a 115 average season. Even if he averages 110, amazing. It's still a keeper. It's still a keeper. And I think at that price of 490K, it's hard for me to pass it up. Next, we've got Clayton Oliver. So that's just the biggest must-have of all time. We don't have to really talk about him too much. Apparently killing it in the preseason, chase down, tackling everyone. But I heard David King talk about him, and he was pretty positive on him. They did have a good year. So now, where Jagger Smith is, we had Peatling, but we already had Jagger Smith. So Jagger Smith and Levi Ashcroft were in the team. Levi Ashcroft was our second on the bench player in the midfield before, and I've decided it's too hard to spend that much money on the bench. Way too hard. So we've had to make cuts. So we've gone with Jagger Smith, Levi Ashcroft, and Xavier Lindsay. Now, Xavier Lindsay is apparently going to be starting off the halfback flank for the D's. And if that comes to fruition and he does okay in the role and keeps his spot, does enough to keep his spot, it's a great pickup. It's a great pickup for us. So he's there for now. And then on our bench, I think we already had Nevitt at M12. So we got Nevitt, Hewitt, and Holly. So wait, I wasn't meant to have this Tom Sims bloke. Who was he meant to be? Wait, let me just fix this. Yeah. Sam Davidson. All right. So, yeah, what was I saying? So Hewitt, hopefully he's playing. If he's playing, I think you probably just pick him. I think he's got a bit of scoring power, so may as well. And then this Al Hawley bloke, I think everyone pretty much has him. Not many people know too much about him. Probably playing on that wing role. But obviously we'll have to wait and see. They've got so many midfielders, Essendon, so who knows? But he's there for now, and we'll see how it's going, how he plays in the preseason games. Next, the ruck line. Now, this is really interesting, and this could change in a flick of a switch, but I've gone with DeConning and Flynn, with Flynn at R2. So Flynn, if he is West Coast best ruck. I think I'm going to pick him at R2. Reason is, in the past, he scored high 80s and mid 80s, and that's all I need him to do at R2. That is all I need him to do. And if he can just do that consistently for the first half of the season, that would be fantastic. And then we just knock him off at his bye. Yeah, I think it could be the play. It would be. It's a bit risky considering his injury profile, but yeah. And then Tom DeConning. Obviously, we don't have Sherry right now, but I've got a team where I have Sherry in there, and I'll show you what that looks like. But yeah, for now, that is what the ruck line is look like. And obviously, is it Harry? Yeah, Harry Boyd in that R3 spot. He will probably play. You would only hope, considering Marshall's out for 2 months or whatever. But yeah, so we might even start Boyd at the flex. That's always an option, but I'd rather have someone else at the flex and just get money off my R3 for now. Anyway, now going to the forward line, we've got Horne-Francis, who wasn't in my team last time. He was in my first team. He's come back. Now, everyone from Adelaide is speaking really highly of how Horne-Francis is going. And now with Willem Drew out for a while, he's going to get more mid-time. More mid-time equals more points. So I think I'm going to start Horne-Francis. He's looking, and especially with Filippo going out as well, like, I think he is the viable option. He's a viable option. And then we've gone with McRae, Smith, Daniel. Those are all pretty must-have-ish players. I've seen teams where Bailey Smith hasn't been there, but I just think I think he's such a hard worker, and I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna be absolutely ready for round one. There's no way he's not. And then we've got Tom Lynch. So Tom Lynch last time was at F4 because we didn't have Horne-Francis. So he's gone into F5 now, try and get that extra rookie off the field. Now, Tom Lynch, if it's a bit of a gamble, this pick. Obviously, gets injured round one, you're going to have to trade him down to a rookie, and that's not going to be fun for anyone. But, yeah, Tom Lynch should be a good option. And worst comes to worst, we put Hewitt into the forward line and get Tom Lynch to a 180k midfield rookie that shows a lot of promise early. So yes, there is risk to this pick, but I think there is also a lot of reward. It's going to be easy to correct trade him into your team if he does absolutely knock it out of the park early. But yeah, I like the Tom Lynch pick, and for where my team is at the moment, I think I need to pick him. And then Connor Stone, he was in my team last time, of course, playing in the back line. So yeah, kind of taking that Perryman role, if you will. But yeah, no reason he can't do well. 119k, he's in the back line. Just pick him. Just pick him. And hopefully he plays round 0, and we'll get to see a bit of him first. And then we got Neil Erasmus. So Erasmus, I don't know, just Freo just don't play him, and he has been injured, but they just don't play him. And I think if they don't play him this year, he's going to leave. And I think he is quite good, and they probably have to play him, to have any chance of keeping him, because otherwise he'll just go for free to another club. But yeah, and then we got Davidson here. Davidson wasn't in our team last time. There's no one he really, maybe like you could say, he took Caleb Smith's spot up here in the defense. But yeah, He is apparently playing round 1. I watched an Abs Magic video. Shout out Abs Magic. If you're not subscribed to him, what are you doing? Go sub to him because he's an absolute legend. But yeah, there's a guy that he talks to that goes to like every dog's training. Like he knows everything to do with the dogs. And he said Sam Davidson will be playing round 1, so he's gonna be in my team for now until I see a potential better player in that spot. But yeah, and then obviously the flex, we've got Peatling. Now, this is because we now have Flynn at R2. So Peatling at the flex, this could be plenty of players. We could even get, I don't know, there's a chance I could go up to a Chera and put Chera there. If I do not end up playing Sin, I don't know, I could put Xavier Lindsay there and then put Peatling up in the midfield. It doesn't really matter. The flex is kind of like, it's why it's called a flex. You got flexibility with that position. You don't have to have Matt Flynn in that flex position. It's not an absolute must. But yeah, that's why I've got Peatling there, because I want the 3 midfield rookies on the field. I could put one of the midfield rookies in that flex position. I just find that when I look at a team, when I don't know, let's say Jagger Smith is there, it just looks weird. And I don't like it looking weird. So I've put Peatling there. I think that looks a bit better, even though it does not matter whatsoever. Just, I don't know, a bit of OCD maybe. But yeah, so now I'm going to show you an option I've thought about. Now, it involves getting rid of Sin. You put, you can put Saad Al Hawley back. Yeah. Wait, can you? Let me have a look. See, I don't like any of these damn rookies. No, we're gonna leave the Saad guy there, and then we just get Caleb Smith and put Travalia on field, and you get DeConning out, and just like that, you can get Sherry. And I look at that, and I also think I like that team a lot as well. But yeah, so I've looked at it, and the winner from SuperCoach last year had 5 rookies on the field in his round 1 team. That might not be the play this year, but you know what? I'm going to give it a crack, and I want to stick to around that 5 mark or less. So if you look at this team, you got Travalia, Smith, Ashcroft, Lindsay, and then Stone. If you want to call Lynch a rookie, make it 6. But that's why I've kind of gone Travalia on the bench and then put Sin in there. But yeah, other than that, I'm really liking my team, and I love how it's evolved since the first team I've made. Yeah, no, I bloody love SuperCoach preseason. It's the best time of year. There's no worries in the world, because it's when you're watching these players score 20 in the first, I don't know, 3/4 of a game, and they're 600K, and you're just like, what the hell are you doing? That's when this game just absolutely sucks. But yeah, no, we're going to keep the Sin in there for now, and Sin and DeConning. I'm not like 100% on the DeConning pick as well. I think Sherry he's more of a safe pick, and he'll be more consistent. I know it's just either one of those 2 players will be the way we go in the end. Because I don't want to pick 2. I don't think I can pick both, because you got that round 12 bye that is the biggest pain in the ass of all time. So you got to balance yourself around that. If that round 12 bye wasn't a thing, I'd be picking Bond and Richards. I'd be picking Sherry and DeConning. I could be picking Luke Parker. There's just so many other players. Like, could be Colby McCurtra even. There's others. Yeah, but I just can't do it. I can't bring myself to pick that many players. I think it's stupid if I did do that. So we've got the Sheasel, Butters, Richards, DeConning, Horne-Francis, and Daniel at the moment. So that's, 6. And if we do end up trading out Richards at his buy, then we'll have 5. And I think 5 is probably the ideal number. It's probably the best you're going to get this year, to be honest, unless you completely fade Sheasel or Butters. But yeah, I think that is the way to go. So we want to really be in a good position for that round 12 buy. Otherwise, we are cooked. So, but anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. That's what my team is looking like at the moment. Lots of changes since last time. Lots and lots of changes. But we will continue to strive for a better team and strive for greatness. And I think I have a good feeling about this year. And I hope you guys do too. So anyway, hope you all have a great day, great weekend. It's a Saturday at 4:00 at the moment. But yeah, have a great weekend and see you later.